Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing around with some one particular stencil, and the stencil is this right here. I picked this up from online and it was like $1 and something, under $2. Thought she was very cool, and I played around with her maybe in March, and then I had a stroke of genius yesterday. I was like, oh, because I got a stamp set. So what I want to show you what I created before, and I'm going to show you, we're going to go ahead and create together. So this was the first one I did. See how she's very vivid, bold. This is just some plain white paper with black ink. And then this is the remnants of it. So what I did is I just took the sponge and rubbed it off, and this is what came on that one. And then this one was my first piece. No, this was the first piece I did. And then I went and put some red around her face. And she was supposed to be like walking through hell, or a problem or issue or whatever. And then this one, because I showed it to Bear Crafty, but then she was like, it doesn't look good with the red. So here we are with this one. And now what I wanted to do some more watercoloring. But I made a background, just a plain background, and I used this paper, in case you're interested. It is Canson watercolor, and I picked it up from Walmart, I believe. Yes, I did get it from Walmart. And then what I used was this watercolor palette right here. It's Color Reveal by Crepe Paper. I don't like it. I'm not sure if it's a better quality brand or not. Probably not. But the ones I use that are a little bit different in the tube that you squeeze out, I like that color a little bit better. I'm not good at watercoloring at all, so I am not the authority on watercolor, but I don't like it. So now what I've done is I've just applied some washi tape down, and this washi tape for some reason is doing this job. I guess it's like, you've been talking about me so badly, I gotta do something. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sponge and I'm going to dip it into this archival black ink. I think I need to get some a re-inker for this one, because I've been using it like crazy. And so I'm just inking this up. I hope y'all had a great day yesterday, and your weekend is still rocking and you're still having an awesome time. My weekend was okay. Yesterday I didn't leave the house till 3:30. So I didn't get all my errands ran. I did not get any turkey bacon, no breakfast foods. But we have cereal. And I had went to the little local, you know, like the green Walmart, the corner store Walmart or whatever, the neighborhood store. And I had grabbed some Diamond almond milk. I don't like that as much as I like the silk. The one thing I'll tell you about this stencil is that this strap of hair, or strand of hair, is loose. And that's the only thing I don't like about the stencil. Other than that, I love the stencil. And now what I do, because I don't know stenciling that well, is I just come in and I kind of pat, 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 pat all the way through. And I have this on here so it doesn't move. I've tried stenciling in the past, if I've told you all that before. And wasn't that great. I like the sponge technique versus the other way that I did it, because I feel like I have more control over it. So I'm going to pat this all the way through. I know you guys don't want the camera moving and whatever, and I'll come back once we are complete with that. So this is the midway point. I've got most of her face complete, I guess you could say. Halfway done. I have some spots that I need to go into. I'm going to leave this little strap for last. As I told you, it's something missing right around the eye, in my opinion. I don't know how to make stencils that well, besides, you know, punching something out and then you have a stencil. So that is the only thing that I would say is missing or wrong with this lady. But overall, I think she's going to come out just fine. Okay, so she is done. Now, before we go any further with the project that I want to use, I want to save the ink that I've smeared on there. And so what I'm going to do, Just going to pull that off. And I'm just going to put a plain sheet of white paper. This is graphic Georgia Pacific 110 paper. And let's see if I can't get this right before I screw something up. All right. I just have this extra sheet just because I feel comfortable with a double layer of protection. And so now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my same little sponge and I'm just going to rub the ink, oh crud, off of there onto the paper. And it did move a little bit when you heard me say, oh crud. So just be mindful of that if you're going to try this out. I'm not sure if this is a technique or not. I would say this is just being chinchy with your dollar and trying to get it to stretch. And the first time I did it, I was smart and I used 2 strips of tape. Like I had it was secured properly. I'm just being haphazard over here, you see? Because if you're going to pull down on your stencil, you need it to be good. And I've moved it a little bit, which is fine, I think. No one's going to die if I move my stencil. So now I'm just rubbing the ink. I'm just rubbing the ink off of the stencil onto the paper. And so I will have to rinse it, like running under some water. But you all know how archival ink is. So that's what you have to be careful of. And I'm not even, I'm trying to be as light-handed as possible. Because I want you to see the effect that you have from leftover. The problem is I keep being a little bit too heavy-handed with it. And so I keep moving the stencil like a crazy lady. But you want to be very careful of that. You don't want to move your stencil. And where you have your flyaways, those little strands of hair, just be aware of that because you don't want to mess that up and make it look too weird. But it is just an overcast or remnants. So, if you're going to do something else, apply some mixed mediums to it, you may want to do that, and that will be fine. I need to order another one of these because this one is definitely going to take a beating. So I need to have another one on standby. I know some of you probably have extras of your supplies. Let me know what you have extra of. I'm just holding it down so you see my arm because I'm trying to get this open area. Like stuff that you normally, not like extra pair of scissors, extra glue, extra, those are things that you should, in my opinion, you should have more than one glue stick. Because you need to have more than one glue stick. You don't want to have one glue stick and run out of it and then have to go to the store every time. You really should have a few glue sticks on hand if you are a paper crafter. All right, so I've rubbed off most of it. Let's see. So, yep, I will definitely have to rinse this lady off. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. So this is the excess. And right here, I didn't do a good job. But overall, she looks good, right? Yeah, so this is the extra that you would have if you were to apply some type of ink on there. You can just rub it off onto your project or extra sheet of paper. And now this is the project that we're actually working on, but I wanted to use that. I didn't want to waste it. So here we are. And I made a few little boo-boos over here, which is not a problem. This is probably going to stay in my area, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I might give it to someone. And right here you can see where I didn't do a good job at that line. So that is okay as well. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to use some Prima stamps. So last night I opened up my mail and this was in the mail, and this is from Peachy Cheap. And I thought it was another one that I bought, and I was like, wait, is that what I ordered? Because it was supposed to be something else, I think. I have to go and check. But I want to use this. Let's Get Lost. And I think I'm going to put that right here. And I like Prima stamps. They're a bit weird, which is what I am. I'm all there sometimes. And then sometimes, you know, I'm just not there at all. All right, so I'm got my little block. Make sure I have it properly. And I've learned from you all, you know, you say bring the ink to the stamp, not the other way around. And that makes more sense because the little dips in don't, you know, like right there, it does not get a lot of ink on there. Sometimes they do, and I just think that's poor application of the user, as well as if the user's doing it properly, then the stamp is kind of not so great. I dropped the ink pad on my leg yesterday, and I took a shower, and it's still there. Look at that. Let's Get Lost. All right, so give me a few seconds. I want to do some other things to it as well. Okay, so I want to try something, but I'm a little bit on the nervous and chicken side, just so everyone is clear with where my head is. I want to put another stencil on this, and I just thought that it'd be kind of cool to do some gold, some silver or gold. I want to try this, not on her face like that. But this is Home Decor Show Offs. I got it from Hobby Lobby a couple of days ago. But I just want to put it like right here. Not a lot because I'm scared. So I think right here would be fine to do. I'm so nervous about this. Let's get some more tape. I was just sitting here thinking as I was applying this washi tape, you couldn't just stick to card making, could you, Brandy? No, you want to venture out and try other things. My big roommate and I were talking, and he was like, maybe you should just do card making. So what I'm doing is I'm applying this stuff on a foam thingy, and let's just go for it, right? Oh, yeah, this is not going to work because I think I did it wrong. Yep, not going to work. That's okay. You live and you learn. It's just paper. It's just paper. So I got to tell myself when I get upset with myself when I make a mistake like that. It's just paper. I think this would have probably worked if I would have just got a stencil brush and dabbed on there, but no, I wanted to try to foam. So every medium is not going to work on my foam. All right. All right, so you can see it a little bit, but it definitely needs a thicker application, and I'm not going to do that. It's this, and I got it in Happy Mail from Rice Krispie. See, it says Texture Gem. It's gel liner. So I'm not going to give up on the stenciling thing. I'm just not going to try it on this project. I do have some washi tape that I can try. Unfortunately, it has gold in it, but that's okay. I'm not all the way anti-gold. I just like silver, especially since I put the little this right here on there. And it actually looks okay. It's very subtle. And I think what I'm going to do is just put one strip of arrows pointing up instead of down, just like that on here, and we'll call this project done. All right, so you all know how I feel about washi tape, but I think it will add some dimension to this project, and it was not supposed to be like 3D, anything like that. It's a flat project, so I'm not really too concerned about it. I just wanted to use more than one thing in this project, and when I opened up that packaging from Peachy Cheap, I was like, I have to use this stamp because I thought it would be cool. And that's what we did. All right, so this is okay, and we could probably build on this, but I'm not. I like it just like this. I'll probably put it in a frame or mat it and put it in my studio. Yeah. because I am not sure if I told you all this. Some of the stuff that I use, I won't be replacing. Once I use up some yarn, I'm not going to go out and buy the amount that I have now. I know you're like, you just said you want to go to the Dollar Tree. I want that yellow yarn, okay? I really want that yellow yarn. That's the difference between the yarn I have now and the yellow yarn. The other stuff, I want it for different purposes. But the yellow yarn, I want it because it's yellow. And it has little flecks in it. I got some blue, but not yellow. All right, so this is our completed project for Create Every Day in April. And it's like a vlog. If you all know, a lot of the vloggers, big time YouTubers, they do Veda video every day in April and every day in August. So that's what I have done, is create every day in April. Until tomorrow, happy crafting.